I'd like to show you how we make our Kune Kune proof gates so that we can transfer them from one paddock to another and keep them contained without issue or worry. When I'm installing a gate and I'm planning out my paddock, I like to make sure my gate is attached to a corner. These corners are the foundation for the wire tension on my woven wire fencing and are going to be the strongest anchor point for my hinge that I will use for my gate. When building my hinge for my gate, I will use loops of 12 gauge heavy duty aluminum wire, and I will simply make a loop for each of the segments of the hog panel fencing. Now, while I'm using an 8-foot panel, I want to make sure I have a 7-foot gap in order to bring my tractor and piggy houses through, because that extra overlap from the gate is going to make sure that my weakest point in the gate, the part that opens and closes, can be secured tightly to the fencing. So with my T-post secured and my hinge set up, it's time to add the reinforcement to the handy panel. I use two 8-foot 1x4s that are treated for the bottom of my gate. In addition to the bottom bracing on the far end that I open and close, I will take a third 8-foot 1x4 treated timber, and I will use that by cutting it in half and reinforce the far end so that I can also prevent any bowing as the pigs sometimes try to climb up on the gate. To save on hardware but maximize structural integrity, what I will do is I will skip every other section as I screw in one side of the timber, and when I go to the opposite side, the sections that I skipped, I'll then screw from the opposite end. To finish things off, I like to use a ratchet strap to secure the far end that I open and close. Not only are these ratchet straps weather resistant and they last a long time, but I can get the tension that I need in order to keep this gate impenetrable. Now, if you'd like to see how I do the rest of my paddock fencing to make sure that it's piggy proof, you can check out this video right here.